Welcome to Helicopter Explainer, which is very topical, purposeful, focused, and intentional. We are dealing with the questions of drugs. The whole world is now talking about narcotics. We've seen America invade Venezuela and take their president Maduro for trial because of drugs. We have seen a lot of movement in the world on the question of drugs. In Kenya, the President of the Republic of Kenya has addressed that question and said that he's adding 700 DCI officers to the anti-narcotics unit, a department within the DCI of the Kenya police. There's a promise that the fight against drugs is going to take shape from the international stage to the local stage. Many Kenyans are asking, what happened? You walk to any university, you walk to any streets in this town, you walk to any office, you get zombies. Many of our youths have been lost with the drug menace. People who are professionals are now zombies. They cannot manage. Demonstrations of women in Kiambu, in Nyeri, in Nakuru, all over, because they don't have boyfriends, because the boyfriends have been turned into zombies. Wives have no children to turn them to be mothers, because their husbands cannot be sexually productive. It is a crisis. Divorce, as a practitioner in the family division, high rates of divorce due to the stresses in the family caused by this issue called drugs. We have a lot of rehabilitation centers. But can you take your brother? Can you take your sister by force to a rehab? Do the rehab people really rehabilitate these people? What is the success rate? It is a very big topic. As you're watching Court Helicopter, is any of your family members affected by the drugs, by this vice? As you are watching Court Helicopter, do you know a friend who dropped out of school? Do you know a friend who has refused to come to work? Do you have advocates who are drug addicts? Is this vice only for the low-class people, or it affects every sector of the public? Welcome to Court Helicopter. Those questions I've raised, those reasons I've raised, forms the basis of our discussion. And we shall be defining what is this drug called Narcotics and Psychotropic Act. What is it? Kenyans went ahead and created a law called the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substance Control Act, Cap 242. There is a law called the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substance Control Act, Cap 242. It was amended last on the 31st of December, 2022. What is the purpose of this act? We are going to have 10 series. We did 25 series episodes on the question of the Constitution. We are dealing with 10 episodes on this dangerous monster called drugs. We shall be slow. We shall be giving it to you blow by blow as it comes. Let us look at the intent of this act. It is said it is an act of Parliament to make provision with respect to the control of the possession. So the law is dealing with how do you take control of the possession? Who can have it? Who can control it? Where do you keep it? Who is allowed to carry a drug? That's the first thing that the law is going to do. Number two, trafficking. How the drugs are trafficked from one point to the other. We shall be looking at the trafficking of drugs. Three, the narcotic drugs. What are narcotic drugs? We have got to look at what are narcotic drugs. The psychotropic substances. Do you know what psychotropic circumstances are? Kenyans hear about psychotropic substances and the cultivation of certain plants. Are you a farmer of certain plants that are restricted? Are you a conveyor? All these things don't run away. Two, the law is to provide for the forfeiture of property derived from the question about property. Have you realized that the properties that have been acquired from the proceeds of crime called narcotics will be forfeited? What are these properties? How can they be forfeited? It goes on to say, it also deals with illicit traffic in narcotic drugs and psychotropic circumstances and for connected purposes. So, in general, this law is a one-stop shop on questions about drugs and psychotropic substances. Item number 1, episode 1. Let us start by defining what are these prohibited drugs. We go to the schedules of the law and we start with the third schedule. We start with the third schedule. What are the prohibited plants? The law prohibits the following plants. So check from your shamba, check from your garden whether these plants are around your farm. They are prohibited by law. The first one is cannabis. Cannabis is one of the plants that is prohibited from, they call it bangi, they call it ngaya, they call it their terms. The Gen Z have their name. They call it whichever, call it any name that you want. It is called cannabis. It is prohibited. The second plant is called coca bush. Coca bush is prohibited. Coca bush is prohibited. The third one is called opium. Poppy. What they call the Papaver somniferum. It is called the opium. Then lastly, the Papaver centigerum. I'm not myself a medical expert, but those are the plants that are prohibited in this country as provided by the law. We go to Schedule 4. Chemicals called precursor chemicals. Guys, I know you go to the chemists, you buy some chemicals. You go to the laboratories, you buy some chemicals. You go to your house, you mix them and you make chemicals for you to feel highly. Have you ever felt highly? Have you felt nice? Friday. Do you want to be happy? Have you seen a guy laughing the whole day, excited because there is a fly that has passed? The guy is so excited. Have you gone with at night, in a nightclub and picked a girlfriend? Very beautiful lady. In the morning, you say, oh my God, where did I pick this monster from? A very ugly man, a very ugly woman, because the drugs, the precursor drugs have entered your blood system. You cannot be able to make independent decisions. Have you seen the drivers on the road when they have taken these things? The chemicals. Have you seen guys carrying some powder-like things, and within a very short time, somebody is coming and is chaotic? Schedule 4. There are scientific terminologies. The first one is called ephedrine, 2, ergometrin, 3, ergotamine, 4th, lysergic acid, 5th, phencyl, 7, pseudoephedrine. As you are seeing, Court Helicopter is running them. As I pronounce them, it is running. The screen is running, and we are doing it specifically. Acetic anhydride, acetone, anthracic acid, ethyl ether, phenylacet acid, piperidine, and all the salts of these substances listed in this schedule whenever they exist in any substance. So these are acids, concoctions that are bought. They form a table of what we call narcotics, of what we call psychotropic substances. In whichever form, those are prohibited, and they form the basis of our discussion. Let us look at Schedule 2, which is quite big, of the substances that are prohibited under Schedule 2 of this Act. So, second schedule are the lists of psychotropic circumstances. So the question is, before we go to this psychotropic list, what does the law define psychotropic to mean? Psychotropic, according to the law, it says it means any substance specified in the second schedule or anything that contains any substance specified in that schedule. That's the definition in Section 2. These are the following. The list is running on my background. The list is running as you read it. The first one. Under the law, they are called in under the Narcotics Act. INN. They are called in. These are the names. Brompheniramine, number 1. Cathinone is a second. Third, ethylclidine. It is another. 4th, psilocybin, roliclidine, tenamphetamine, tenoclodine, clobazam, clonazepam, clorazepam, chlorothiazepam, chlorozalolam, florazepam, diazepam, estrozolam, ethinochloronol, ethinamate, ethylfloxapat, ethylamphetamine, phencamycin, phenoproxy, fludiazepam, flunitrazepam, flurazepam, harazepam, halorazolum, ketamine, ketazolam, lefetamine, loprozolam, lorozepam, romantazepam, mazindol, medazepam, mefenorex, meprobamate, methylphenobarbitol, methylpylon, midazolam, nimetozepam, nitrazepam, nodazepam, oxapam, oxazolam, pamolline, femidiatrazine, phenobarbital, phentamine, pinazepam, pribadol, prazepam, probifelidate, prolivalerine, secrobaritol, tamezadapam, tetrazepam, trazoline, vinibatol, amtefine, dexafactamine, phenytoline, levatmycin, micloroquine, methamphetamine, methaqualone, metafilden, phenyldine, phenymetrazine, amobarbital, butabarbital, cathine, chloributol, phentoxamine, precursor, alprazolam, ametaphorozine, barbiturate, bromazepine, carbamazine, chlorosidaroxide. All those are called prohibited psychotropic substances. The last list is list number 1, which is called the list of narcotic drugs. We shall proceed with the list of the narcotic drugs that are prohibited. They are found in schedule number 1. These are the drugs that Maduro was found with and Maduro was producing, and that is why the Americans came for him. Are the Americans going to come to you and pick you because you are involved in the production of the following? The list is long. I'll try to read it very fast. Acetophytin, acetyl alpha, acetylmethyl, alpha-tenyl, alfrodine, alpha-cetamethadol, alpha-mordine, alpha-methadol, alpha-methylphenanyl, alpha-methyliophatin, alpha-prodine, aniledrin. For letter B, we have benzathine, benzimorphine, beta-cetamol, beta-hamoxophil, beta-hydroxyl, beta-prophidine, beta-methyl, beta-prodine, benzitrine. Under C, we have cannabis, Indian hemp, clonidazine, coca leaf, cocaine. Cocaine is very popular. We'll be talking about it. Codoxamine, poppy straw. Then D, under letter D, we have desomorphine, dextromoride, diamorphide, diethiabetan, diphenhexine, dihydromorphine, dimexodol, dimethatol, diaxobutyl, dinoxylate, dipipanon, drotenum. Those are under D. E, egnoid, etrimethyl, etozinine, etofine, etoxedrine, Under F, we have fentanyl. Prohibited. H, we have heroin, very, very popular. Hydrocodone, hamafrodinol, hydromorphine, hydroxyphene, isothodone. Under K, we have ketobidine, lemofothan, lemovoride, levonorphan. M, we have metazine. We have methadone, very popular. We have methylmorphine. We have metopon. We have moramide. We have morphine. Then we have morphine, very, very controversial drug. And the morphine-related oxide and morphine mobicide. We have also a very, very controversial drug called MPPP. MPPP, very, very dangerous drug. We have morphine, nicofine, noramethadone, nolofine, nomethodone, nomofine. Then we have opium, very, very serious narcotic drug. Oxydone, oxmophone, parafluoretine, PEPAP, very controversial drug. Then we have pethidine, we have phenoxydone, we have phenoxine, phenolphine, phenodrine, primed, phosphatine, propyride. Then we have resmothan, we have sulfonyl, thebaline, then we have thebine, very controversial drug. Then we have tildino, tramadol, trimidine, isomers, esters. We have acet, then we have codeine, dextrophine, diethylphine, nicodine, very, very controversial. There is nicodine 6, nicodine N, and popiran. All these are what we call the narcotics and psychotropic substances. Today, you know which drugs are prohibited. They are in 4 categories. 1, the group of narcotics. 2, the group of psychotropic substances. 3, the group of plants that are prohibited, and the group of the precursor salts or acids that are prohibited by law. Wakili Danstan Omari never fails to bring to you the law that people don't want to learn. I know I'm going to hurt those who think aire is the way to go. Boss, the Americans are coming for you. The Subarus are on the way. They are looking for you. Don't be worried. Wakili Danstan Omari wishing you a happy new year. Free from drugs, free from narcotics. But if you are in it, keep watching. We'll be dealing with the punishments provided. Thank you for the first episode on this question.